So today is starting off to be a great day, and last night was a very exciting night. And the reason for that is that if you guys follow me on social media, mainly Instagram, and you guys know that I got the Pebble Time working again. Now, a little backstory for you guys. First off, I have been a fan of Pebble for the longest of time, and one of the people who refused to stop using it even when it shut down in 2016. Again, even though that Pebble is back, the founder of Pebble was able to maneuver, finesse his way back into getting the company and also getting Google to open source the software so that way that they can build new Pebbles. You know, you have to give shout out to the Rebel IO team. Rebel IO, if you guys didn't know, were the ones who continued to maintain Pebble and refuse to let it die. And I think that's part of the reason why that Pebble is back today. Now, we heard the announcements, we heard of the new Pebble and then the new Pebble Time 2. And what I got on my wrist is my original Pebble Time. And this was a great device. It really is. And in a time where literally grabbing smartwatches, even some that would come close to it, it was very hard. It was very hard because, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy my Pixel watch. I think this is a very solid and good watch. It's got a lot going on for it, but it just, I don't know, there's like a feeling of it where it's just doing the absolute most. And, the same can be said with a lot of these other options here. Fitbit, CMF Watch Pro, and even one from an unorthodox company, Tozo. I mean, they got some pretty good watches too, but, the Pebble to me it's a satellite to my phone, exactly for what I want it to be. Now, there's going to be people out there who disagree, and that's totally fine. I'm not here to say that this is the best thing to get overall anything else out there. If all you're trying to get is just notifications without having to pull your phone out, the Pebble Time does it. It's got a little bit of extra, bells and whistles, but nothing like, these other options right here. It's not a fitness tracker. It's not trying to track your fitness. It's not trying to track your sleep. It's not trying to give you blood oxygen levels, and it's not trying to give you like a readout of your resting heart rate and then your current heart rate. It's not doing none of that. It's just doing what the initial intent of a smartwatch was meant to be. And Pebble pioneered that. All it's doing is giving me my notifications to where I don't have to pull my phone out. Like I said, it's got a little bit of extra on it because it's got smart replies. At least the Pebble Time does. It has smart replies to messages. It's got the ability to give me the weather. And that's pretty much it. But aside from that, as you'll see here on the screen grab, there's like a ton of watch faces. There's a ton of apps. There's a lot of app developers for Pebbles, and they just do all types of different things. There were apps that pretty much connected to your social media accounts and brought you updates on posts and stuff like that. If you really wanted to have those, you could. There's apps that just they do the absolute most. Note taking apps, alarm apps, find my device apps. There's just so much. And that is the crazy thing about Pebble, is that it's got such a large community with so many fans just really just kind of digging in there and just building something that would matter to some people out there. So there's apps that work, for some, may not work for all, may not be what all want, but some want, and you can find it. And that's the coolest thing about it. I mean, it really embodies what, I feel the mobile tech space is and should be. And I love it about it. Okay, one of the biggest things about my Pebble Time is that it's not an anchor. So when I'm wearing this on my wrist, if I go swimming, I don't feel like I'm going to sink to the bottom of the pool. Okay, it's not heavy or anything like that because it doesn't have a lot of sensors put into it. It's just basically a watch with an e-ink paper display that gives me my notification. So it's very light on my wrist. It's something that I can wear all day and not really know that it's there. And that's one thing I love about it. And yes, I do intend at some point to getting the Pebble Time 2 to see how that works out. I mean, yes, I believe it still has an e-ink paper display, but it's touchscreen. It's touch display, but it still keeps the 4-button layout, which I've been watching review videos on it. Am I upgrading it to anytime soon? No. My Pebble Time, works out great. And the reason why I was so happy that I was able to get it powered on yesterday was a year ago, I had found the charging cable for it, so I had plugged it into one of my lamps that has a USB port in it. And when I connected the watch to it, it gave this warning where it wasn't charging. It was literally like giving me a warning that the battery was shot or something like that. So I was like very sad, very depressed, and everything like that. But I never thought once to connect it to my PC. For some reason, that just escaped my brain. So yesterday, I found, after unpacking some more stuff, I found my Pebble Time. I was like, oh, I wonder if this thing is going to charge because my wife had found a charging cable and I had connected it to my PC. And, well, would you know, it started charging. And I'm getting notifications. That's so cool. But it started charging. And I was like, crap. So now I had to, like, find a way to get it all connected. And I resetted the watch, and I was like, okay, I wanted to make sure if the new Pebble app supported the classic Pebbles, and it said it did. And then like I was getting frustrated because I was so excited to get this thing active again, and I was trying to connect it, and the new Pebble app would not read and not find my Pebble Time, and I was like, damn, like what's going on here? And then I just me being absent-minded in excitement, I looked closely at the select options when you are going to pair a device to the Pebble, and there's one that says for the Pebble Watch, and there's one that says for a classic Pebble Watch, and that's the one that wasn't clicking. But when I clicked it, it found it, it read it, it connected, and it's connected to my Pixel 10. In a little while, because I'm going to be using the Nothing Phone 1 as a secondary device, I'm actually going to switch it up and pair this to the Nothing Phone 1 and run it on there. Even though I have CMF watches that do a great job and have very good long battery, there's just some things that I just don't really need, that I feel like I get consumed by, which is obviously, fitness and stuff like that, which is, not a bad thing, but sometimes all I want is just notifications to alert me on what's going on, and that's pretty much it. And that's what a Pebble does. And so, yeah, I'm happy to say that on my wrist is my Pebble Time, my OG Pebble Time, and I couldn't be more happier than to have it back on my wrist.